Radio Raheem here with Chris Byrd, former heavyweight champion of the world 2 times. I'm catching you down here at Wildcard Boxing Gym, man. We're the John Pascal's Media Day. Talk to me about what you're doing here.
Jim here, I'm working with Joe Diaz Jr. and helping out a little bit with John too. You know, whatever he wants, you know, to help out. He's coming to shock the world. So that I want to be a part of that.
You know, you're a strategist in your own right. Obviously, this is a rematch, so they have something to go on. They kind of know what to expect. How did you assess the first fight, and what do you think John can do to be victorious this time?
Oh, my goodness. First fight, tough fight. Kovalev, I give him props. The kid can fight. I can call him a kid because I'm older now. But just simple adjustments, and for him listening to Freddie and the game plan, just simple things that he can correct, keeps him not only in the fight, I think he's a very live dog to get that upset. I mean, I really think so. Not because that's my boy and I'm at the camp. I'm watching him, and he just so physically gifted in so many areas that if he put it all together on that night, we have a new champion. Put it like that.
What do you think Freddie brings to the game? How does he improve Pascal?
Well, it's all about this. I'm a teacher of the game. Freddie's a teacher of the game. Smarts. Break down the guy you're fighting, make those adjustments, and stick to those adjustments, and make sure he get it out of John when he's sparring, when he's on the mitts, then bring it all to the fight. So he's been there, like John told me. You have the quality of being championship quality. I now got a guy that worked championship corners in Freddie. So you put it together, it's a good combination of minds. And that's what he needed to do in the ring. He got all the ability to do it. I mean, that first fight, he got stopped in the 8th round, but that was a good fight. He was in the fight. Now with these minor adjustments, he gonna be right back in this fight. Not only not in it, but to win it and have a great chance. It's giving him a great chance to win the fight.
You know, in your prime, that was really the last time the heavyweight division was exciting, at least to Americans in this country. It was kind of like the last heyday. So, are you still following the heavyweight division? Of course.
Follow everything.
So we've got, Deontay Wilder. He's holding a belt, but they're spread around now, especially with the Klitschko upset. Who do you see as the premier heavyweight right now? Who's the best in the heavyweight division?
Ooh. Man, you got to give it to Tyson Fury. I can't go with you beat the guy and he wins. Right now he's on top of the pile, and Deontay, of course, being champion right there. But there's some good guys coming up. I mean, you got a kid in Joseph Parker that's good size, fast hands, good legs on him. He can move for a heavyweight. Fast. You got Anthony Joshua, just a physical specimen. And the thing about him, he got a lot of growth. He's still learning, still getting better, and he's just a beast right now. And there's other guys that's coming up that's going to make this division the premier division again. I mean, once they start fighting each other, like when I came up, Heavyweight Explosion, you got 90 young heavyweights on HBO. You got all this visibility. They seen us a lot. USA Tuesday Night Fights, ESPN, you got all this stuff. PBC Boxing, bringing that back. And we can bring some more heavyweights on there so we can get excited about these up and coming new heavyweights. It could be humongous again in the States and around the world.
When Tyson Fury beat the man, as you put it, people were surprised at Klitschko lack of offense, that he didn't really see him in the fight at any point until the very end. You made a career and an art form of beating guys bigger than you. A lot of people thought that maybe that was the problem. When you were watching that fight, what did you think he was going through? What was the problem?
Well, the thing is, the problem, in my opinion, adjustments. I'm not going to say the corner. You got to be ready for adjustments. You watch Tyson Fury fight, what is he? A flat-footed guy coming straight forward. He gets in the fight, he boxes you. Now he's fighting a guy 2 inches taller, 2.5 to 3 inches taller almost, moving, boxing. You trying to come forward being a slugger now, which you're not used to. You have to be ready for everything. You got to have from plan A to Z, make these adjustments. And it kind of freaked him out. He was getting close, but should I throw? What do I do? If I throw a punch, I might get countered because his moving, the jab is long, everything is different. It's backward. You have to be ready for it. I mean, that's just part. I fought Vitaly Klitschko. 10 days notice, going to Germany. My brother in the corner said, "Don't box him. Take it to him." So I just started taking it to him, make him miss, take it to him. I did that in the gym many times against guys. So you got to be ready for it. And you got to be ready for this in this division, especially being champion. You got to be ready for everything because everybody's coming to take your belt. And he's been so dominant so long, it's like, okay, whatever. Camp probably like, okay, Steve Cunningham knocked this guy down. I'm going to knock him out. Oh, this is going to be easy work. Now you get a hungry young guy moving, 6'9", moving. Come on, moving, using the jab, flicking, and confident. That's hard to beat.
When you see a young heavyweight champion like Deontay Wilder, he's calling all these guys out. Yeah. Do you feel like he's ready for those fights? And if so, can he win them? Can he beat Tyson Fury? Can he beat the Klitschko?
My thing is, you champion. You ready? You better be ready for everybody. You the champion. So, yeah, he feeling his hurt. He can beat him. Hey, I look at Deontay Wilder as a work in progress. Through his whole career, starting off, fighting guys, and they see that he's still a work in progress. Look at the type of guys he's fighting for in title fights. Not to discredit anybody, but not anybody tough, not super tough. His next opponent, good kid, good boxing skills, lefty, smaller, and Deontay. The thing about him, do not let smaller guys get to you. You keep your height and reach. You do a Wladimir Klitschko. You can punch. When he learned that, and that's the thing he has to learn in this division, being so tall, you can't let smaller guys get to you. And the better smaller guys get to you and blow you out. So, and it's a few better smaller guys out, like Alexander Povetkin. You let him get to you, get close, oh, he know what he's doing. So you got to keep the range, you keep your height, and when he start figuring it out, and he's getting better every fight, he'll get better, more confident, and understand how boxing really is. Because I grew up in boxing, 5 years old. When he started boxing, he had to close to 20 or over. So that's a big difference. And a lot of guys, I give him a lot of credit because he beat a lot of guys that box since they were little, and he's a champ. But you still learn. You still learning progress. And I think with him, he'll keep learning, keep getting better, and now you see yourself in these bigger fights.
And lastly, another name you mentioned, Anthony Joshua. He's kind of in the same boat. He doesn't have a world title yet, but we put those two in the ring together. They're drawing at each other already. Where's your money going to be?
Woo. Man, that's a physical specimen there. But I'm not going to count Deontay Wilder out. I mean, that kid, he's doing his thing. I've seen him going more rounds and getting better. That's a tough one there.
Oh, where you pushing your chips? One chip, we got to put it.
I'm not a gambling man, so I can get out of this one. I don't gamble. I'm out of this.
Chris Byrd, it's a pleasure to talk to you, man. Always love to hear your analysis. Radio Raheem with two-time former heavyweight champion, Chris Byrd. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
it. Man. Yeah, no problem, bro. You busy?